Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to we channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to we channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Good day to we good people inside the one big family house. How everybody they do? Well, I hope say we they do fine us. We all they engage for see waiting they go on na mama salon where we call we yard. Well, of course, people we get plenty things them where they happen inside we yard. I mean, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I always tell you say the bad and the ugly don't overcome the good inside we yard where we call mama salon. Of course, this na you channel we yard where they bring you all kind thing way them people are they try for do the one the way they try for hide. Today on program family we get plenty fish they can pick. We they take the bone put them aside and the steak we put them another side. The first one today na the basket fambulem. When I can imagine we get people who call salon police waiting who can fish and they shout for not to in they shout for. Waiting you know they expect them for shout for. Now then they tie belts for. Waiting that one they mean. The salon police don't declare the popular rapper whether they call Kimboss LG wanted and they even put Coppp on top of that for who they help them bring them. But Prince Adin, it pass free one where in don't put a whole life down inside Mama Salon. People they shout. Then go Idam Guinea, but today the salon they pass. But mind you, they don't declare LJ wanted because of they say it costs somebody winner.
My boy, talk this thing trait where you don't you say because of my family I need talk and trade. Not talk say it pass free one. Say LAJ they don't get a bench, they don't get a warrant, in fact they don't want them. Then Prince Adin IG don't set them free. IG declare exactly. Prince Adin free. And they're not just left and the pass. IG declare Prince Adin free. Then it declare LAJ for Mamikos wanted. It declare Prince Adin for where they accuse and say he put somebody down. Free. He not get no case, but LAJ for Mamikos he get case.
Okay. Well, Fambulem, we come and discuss that particular matter there, so we able to know the truth inside the matter or the advantage inside the matter. But it's still not top there, Fambulem, as I've been telling now, but the police, what you expect them for they do, sometimes not when they do. Well, we get a team where we feel say, now them go there as independent body inside Mama Salon for the talk about the bad, the good, the ugly, as me and my brother Sierra talk, where we call sludge. Well, that's what them come and pull what say, if even caretaker bio call for 10 times census, the people of Mama Salona we had them for tinap and commonado for make them count them because caretaker bio get the right for do am. What you think about that? Inside the basket, we can't talk about that. Chembepe uncle sludge don't get them right for do waiting if they do right now where people describe for B. the pauper census inside Mama Saloon. This and plenty other things them there inside the basket. Ask me brother about get other one them way it come give to una.
Of
Me
course. We dey
na
talk about
Bible
the
kablai.
Fisino we not sabi name. Of course, we dey talk about the sense and the report, the audit report. The audit report. The audit report. We dey talk about the audit report. Plenty things and inside the audit report. We dey touch small but inside the how you call that thing dey? The free education, Sierra Leone free education. We dey touch small bit inside it. Then we dey touch again small bit on the University of Sierra Leone Frabe College. Oh, this university, the kerosene bottle Athens of West Africa. We can see if the kerosene still is smelling inside the bottle. Okay. Of course, we know say kerosene not inside the bottle again. But we can't see if the kerosene still is smelling inside the bottle. Or now just empty bottle now they send 700 again. This is the inside the audit report. Now they can go inside. Yeah, big. Not take am personally, eh? I just talk with the talk. Maybe bother I'll just the talk small no more.
We left give them the balance.
So not go no say you, not go no say, huh? We dey come for talk about plenty things. The me name. Asembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Yes. Okay. Now before we go any side, remember say we still there the challenge day, the 6,000 challenge. So we basically they look at waiting they happen with regards the our contribution. PayPal, bank account, the cash app. We still they look for to now follow now boost the boosting. So the boost go reach the bust. You understand, eh? So they get a bust. Poof. Alright. So if you just join me, please consider for hit the like button and share this program so other people will benefit from this. Please, the more you like, the more you share and comment, the more other people them able to get the information where we pass inside here. By the way,
We fly.
I'm sorry, load team up first.
Now midfield at the plate there, any side.
By the way,
Midfield.
alright.
And you know the attacker logo.
Okay. I really begin talk about LG, no?
We fly. I said the midfield.
Logo.
You they play attack.
So first of all, I don't wanna waste any more time. Let me start with the press conference where the police they hold today. And then talk about several issues. But we cut and down to what we just want for let you know. And it then talk about Coppp, how they get for charge more, and then talk about LAJ. Of course, the caretaker the whole press conference yesterday with journalists them, yeah, and we they can't know waiting they happen around there. But first of all, we move. We go inside the press conference and see how it been like there. We come back just now.
Somebody insulting a female journalist, a female citizen, a female personality whom I have sanctioned to be investigated. On behalf of the Sierra Leone Police, the management, the rank and file, we condemn that in a very strong term. We condemn it for someone to be insulting a female personality in this society. Is unacceptable and we will investigate it. He's being investigated and he's almost on the run. We have searched for him, we have used his telephone number to call him to come and explain why he had or why he insulted that female personality. Well, I have asked the CID and they have issued arrest warrants for him, and have also asked Media One to declare him wanted, and I have put sum of 5 million leones for someone who will help me to know where he has hidden himself or who can help us get him arrested and bring him so that he can be charged to court. That is unacceptable. And this goes for each and every one of us in this country. It's high time we start to give respect to women. We want them as wives. They are our mothers. Then yes, we can insult them in that manner. No, that is unacceptable. And I would want to ask the Fourth Estate to help me propagate our position with regards to people who are bent on molesting female in this country. The man is called LJ. I don't know his full name. That is what is popularly known. He's been declared wanted for the kind of words he used on the lady at 98.1. I couldn't bear to listen that twice. I couldn't bear it. I almost shed tears because when someone insults a woman in that manner, no, that's unacceptable. My second message is for people to understand that census is a process that is ongoing, and refusing to be counted is a crime. I'm sure the legal person in the police had explained the law to the people of this country, yet the Sierra Leoneans are still not understanding. We have made some arrests for people who have been making audios, videos going around, and some will be charged to court, and some are on being investigated and may likely be going to court. We are advising people to be law-abiding citizens. This is not something that people will joke with it. Census, if you don't know the correct figure, how will you be able to distribute the country wealth? How will you be able to? I think people must be able to understand that. And let me warn all those that are bent in obstructing, inciting people, that it is unacceptable. If you do so, we will get you arrested, investigate you, and charge you to court. I'm sure the prescribed law prescribe what are the penalties. Remember that incitement is an indictable offense that can take you up to high court. Incitement is an indictable offense. So these are the two messages I think I should come here today and talk. I have able-bodied men and women who are very much experienced to talk to the press, but I thought I was touched with the kind of thing that that man, I will not call him a gentleman, did to that woman. We will continue to condemn that. We are warning, let us behave like responsible citizens. If you are an artist, I think you are there to entertain people, not with vulgar words. So those who are in habit of doing that, the time is up. I want to thank you all, and I hope you will help us to disseminate this important short message for our people. Let us join together and make Sierra Leone a better place. Our policing style is people-centeredness, and we think we will continue to partner with our people that will do police. We believe the police will not win. We believe the police will not win, no matter what you do. But we will continue to do our best. Even against your wish, we must provide you protection. So sometimes, let's be very realistic with the police and embrace them as our police.
Census was made, it has been fraught with challenges. we have received threats around the process, both audio and video threats surrounding the process. And we as police, we have a responsibility to make sure we provide security for the process, just like we provide security for the elections. And in fulfillment of that responsibility, we have stepped up our operations. We have activated, especially around the start of the midterm census, we have activated our intelligence operatives and also members of the community who are working with us in our local police partnership boards to provide us with information about those who are so desirous to derail the process or to incite others not to take part. In the light of that one, we have made several arrests, we have investigated several people, they have been charged and they are presently appearing in court. And recently we had, there is a consultant of political parties Coppp, their membership. They are on radio and they discussed issues around this midterm census, basically inciting people not to take part. So we insisted an investigation into them, the likes of Dr. Asane, Dennis Bright, Diana Konomani, what is his name, Olufumi, Cole, all of those ones.
Femi Clodo School.
Yes, Femi Clodo School. We invited all of them to the CID. We have obtained statements from them. We have compiled a file. We are giving them a special treatment because those ones are heads of political parties. So, but they should realize by now that if the other members of the society are going to court for such an act, they are not above the law. One of the tenets of the rule of law is equality before the law, and the other one is supremacy. So they too, their file has been compiled, it has been forwarded to the office of the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, for perusal and legal advice. And it is possible, very possible, that we are going to prosecute because their conduct is an infringement on the Census Act, to which their leadership at the time, the former president Alice Maiguma, subscribed, and all of them supported that particular census. And it is the president has the right to ask for a census at any time he is advised by the Minister of Development to do so. So what is happening is not unusual, it's normal, and it is legal. So we are not going to allow people who are ill-motivated to derail this process. So as I talk to you now, the feedback we are getting from across the country, especially where we have made arrests and we've charged some cases to court, the census is going on. No matter how slow it will be, but it is going on. That's very satisfactory for us.
Well, of course, me fambulem, we all don't hear it. Waiting the IGN, the one day waiting near them, don't come and talk na this press conference. I got a concern over the IG in two statements them where he come and give, because this is not two in one. He come and talk about LJ, he wanted one, and he measure the census in your talk inside it. But now we go step by step, fambulem, and discuss on waiting in talk. First of all, I come and talk about LJ, say he don't declare I'm wanted, and he even put 5 million leons for anybody with the help for bring LJ in front of him. Well, it's still not up there. Again, police the way don't let for look for LJ. But the word where he talks so now, he don't put 5 million, not take him stage by stage. That he don't even give way to the talks them where them the train when the SLBB talks them for Mr. Mandy any side if they're all and day. Anything will happen with that Mandy, the IG, now he don't declare that Mandy in live. So the particular thing will go happen there. Because I feel say in police them not enough. As they enough for attack opposition people them. As they're enough for arrest opposition people them, when they talk for the masses, they're not enough for look for a single man winner LG. But if you as an IG come and talk, now you put 5 million, that you don't get green light for them talks them for meet that man day, any side and damage and bring them. You know, care waiting for happen to that man in life as long as in see LA in person. But if for example, say this man again now a citizen of this country, in as much as he wants for Siam, if for know the way a manner as an IG, it pass the information for make them see LG. That's not part number one. Now, make we jump to Asma James. As in say, he invite, he declare LG wanted because he insults somebody. You know one thing, I tell you, I say where the don't bend, the tail they follow. The first word where he talk, say, somebody calls woman. As an IG, you know this man in him. Now the same way Kiate Kabio pull in against Adebayo na 98.1. That one we sit on Holland. They talk all kind of things. Why would I not be man enough for they call certain people and because of politics, so they go and talk one kind of way where people don't understand. At the end of the day, you call LJ, LJ calls somebody. Now we commodity famulem. Now we jump to the cost where it costs. One thing for sure, this is not about politics and no hard feeling. You get things them where you must man they involved into. If you don't accept all the things here, cause, intimidation, abuse and other things them, if you accept them. When you want to be celebrity, you get to accept some of them things here. When you're a public figure, you get to accept them things here. When you're a politician, you get to accept them things here because as long as you name, you first the flash, now the wall, now the media, you get people them where you the wrong and you get people where they wrong you. So, as my James, the job what they do, honestly speaking with people them, you get to expect this.
Sorry, like I'm inside right from there. I think yes, as somebody way popular, that's get for be possible. But in the case of this thing where LJ do, like me personally no go support them for doing kind of things there. And me personally, in my own capacity, I will condemn this particular act. In as much as some people go say, because of the way our asthma they do things na in radio station or I they do things, na two different things that one day. This now look at one other way. The fact that LJ come, this na woman we talk about, yeah, he come cause publicly, yeah, and not supposed for don't do am. But you get other twists to the one day. The angle where it take now so, not to just because of it cause asthma, make them the pressure and so. Arrest first for there.
Okay. Make a come inside. I accept waiting in the try for talk, my brother, right? But again, yes, LJ not supposed for cause asthma, James. Okay? It not supposed. Now, two sides na the coin. The person in question I will talk about, it gets in your game stem, as you just mentioned, it gets in your game stem where it play. So, now, make we point and say that IG say he ready for stop anybody. I don't know if now abuse or intimidation in the type of talk about, but it's a way they intimidate woman, not so.
Basically, where they cost woman.
Good. When we use the word intimidation, beats the anything.
All thing.
Now the word when you talk, now me the address now. I don't know if now the English now difficult for them or
well, until you don't make our imports now.
Good. So make we come inside the intimidation. LJ no get right for cost woman. Man no get right for cost woman. Yes, Mr. Seosi are not the cost woman. But also woman no get right for cost man. And I draw you first example. When Fatima Bio bin come na say, if the court man balls them.
We give them for dinner for it.
For it.
Yes.
What did the IGB do?
What do you want the IG do?
Good. Then point number one.
Yes.
Point number two. If IG say he don't stand as an IG for facts, any man where they intimidate woman, when caretaker Bio slap Fatima Bio, waiting the IG.
What you are do?
Good. If this same IG say he come and stand for people where they intimidate woman, where they left in thug police them, in power police them, where they go and beat woman in the streets, then they damage woman them. So even they put their hand them before woman when they see all them videos, then they waiting this IG.
What you are do?
So I really doubt and baffle when this IG they can't see them, they make gaga, like say this the way alleged a big pass all into our measure.
So
yes,
I tell you back say anything we get for do with opposition na crime. And I tell you back say not to just the course where LJ course na it make IG self can sit down and take that kind of decision day. This thing don't happen how many days? IG ever do that kind of thing there? You dey ask question now, why the IG do one particularly today? You don't know why? Yesterday, caretaker Bio be meet with journalists them. And we all know the flavor in all of them things there. He meet with them, then talk, and we know who that we dey talk about in this case. So, we all know say, not to just because LJ cause. Because LJ don't cause, LJ don't come back, he say sorry. In as much as the damage where you don't put, you not go able for, sorry you not go able for pull am. But, he don't come and say sorry. Okay? But now we see everybody on this. Indirectly,
I not cut you word. The IG gets interest in this particular case. This no hide nothing now. You understand? Because Asma James, people know as journalists, but Asma James now is strong somebody as SLPP. Even when at this lady they interview people that radio station, the other TV station, it can use certain way for embarrass. More especially somebody they can talk against the government. All that you don't display and they see them.
So now you forbid me. Now IG gets interest in this because caretaker Bio gets interest in this. Caretaker Bio gets interest in this because Asma they cover in BN.
Of course.
Now, why are they say so? Even during the term when they go make this cocktail yesterday, caretaker Bio highlights different people them, and he even talk about Mabel as his best friend. And he even say, when Mabel ask him a question about the relationship of the former caretaker, he ask him back, waiting at the relationship between you and former boyfriend. He emphasized that particular point there. Now basically, now then two be there at the panel, now the presentation seat. Asma and Mabel, but because Mabel be very strong in terms of asking question, whatever way you want for look at, it be try for be that kind of strong for ask the question where people go left for ask. Whereas Asma be just the BN and it only they come inside if Mabel want pressure too much. Let's forget about that. Certain things then we go tell you say sometimes they left and they blackout. But from the public eye, waiting you don't say, then people in the area and then they feel how Asma they do in presentation. Yeah, Asma not find journalist, but at the same time, it gets in own flaws. It gets in your interest. That is why, as a journalist, anytime when you ready for present a program where you get interest pan, you first of all they declare and let people understand. Number two, as a journalist, when you get interest on something, the best thing you can do now for stay out of that particular issue day and allow somebody else for deal with them. Now this not the reason we make one time in the way now they talk about in your case safe the same Asma I decide for take off myself from that. The reason being Asma na be my boss. You do understand?
I really boss trusses.
No. Anyhow you take her now. Asma na be my boss. Anyhow you look at na be my boss. You understand? So certain time in the day, if even another one forgets what we call conflict of interest, maybe because of one or two back reason, I can decide for take, not that I don't want to talk about the issue, but because you want to look at what you call conflict of interest. Maybe if I talk something and go say, now because of this reason, I decide for take myself off that particular thing there and allow somebody else for do one. So this is not the professional way how Asma for always done they do. So let's forget about that part there. Going back to the issue of this particular LJ, we all know say Elegina one person this way this government they always they look for opportunity for make them go able for Olam. The only thing no na where we dey look, let them not use this opportunity for go put Sayanda and make let die there for nothing. Because we all know say now, not to just because of the cost. We all don't see Abu cost, nobody, a whole minister, then pull her and put her back for fake people then. We all don't see, like you say, the Fatima, don't the cost different people them, don't even talk, it cost the one whole country. Yeah, nothing no happen with them. Yeah, we all don't see the one way worst past all. Cow the Nero don't cost the country, it cost the flag. What did they do? Because now they waiting, they how they call them, they reward them with ambassadorship in position. You do understand? We all see recently the same ambassador on a video, the cost serious mamikos. Even now, recently, when an ambassador, the cost serious mamikos. But the IG not ever come out and say, Cardinero cost mamikos. So we all know the test behind this particular issue. He get this test because caretaker gets interest over this case. He get interest because asthma now the person where he get interest over. Low look and go, low look and come. Right now the television, Lael Lawrence Lima attack Marcela Samba Sise. He attack a family. IG no ever come out. Nobody no ever come out and talk something. So that day when you know being there, I tell people them say the issue, the fight against women, you know, this woman business, yeah. This follow people and support the fight against violence against women. Now by hypocrites and the do am. Now by cabal and the do am. If you look at the test right now, all of the one that we defect right now, one way or the other, you see that they are working with her, or the one way or the other, it don't become in somebody, or it don't do something for them, or they all belongs to the same club. Now the only reason this will make them all, or they all belongs to the same party, or they get the same interest. Now the only reason this will make them all the stand up tall now for make sure say then talk about asthma and issue. We don't see plenty other people them when they don't attack, even government people them. But still, nothing other way come up behind that day. Because they don't get interest. The only thing we go wrong, now if person, or the only person where they commit crime in the country, now person where not get the interest of this government, meaning now person where they try to talk about the bad things that way this government they do, or now opposition person, now the only person dying in there, now the only people in that where they get, where they commit crime. Because anything they do, na crime. Anything so far they do, na crime. But any other person can do the same thing, not to crime. As we talk, let me reference you again. One time in the way they say they ban marshal them, because then they find out, say the police them, when they give them politicians, they have some of them, not they do the great work, then they allow other people them for can invade them. So they instead get the marshals them. When this government see say the other people like the opposition particularly don't get certain boys the way it put where they try to secure the office, what thing they do? Then come out, then all meeting, ONS and all, say waiting. Let them ban marshal, then get policeman them. But you go still notice say even the party office they get marshal. In fact, they make an official, then give them vehicle, them right tax force all na the place. Now they mutuka the worker all over, cause problem for any election. This na because anything we get for do with the opposition, na them na criminals. Anything we get for do with the opposition, they are legal. But it's not strange, it's not be secret. You know why? Because even Fatima, we don't open a mouth one day. What in it talk? And not say who that na SLPP na in a real Sierra Leone.
Of course.
What do you want now? When
So
IG in policeman then go beat that IPAM picking. Nothing no commode. When IG in policeman their own magazine. Knock that lady in Bele West. Waiting come up behind you the surprise? Now IG in policeman then go meet that woman. How you call her? Claudia School. Then the worker peacefully. He go talk to them like na pick where the men are host. That's not disrespect for woman. What did the IG say? Now in policeman.
No, that is not true intimidation.
When IG order in police them for fire tear gas, who say woman then did that 10 anti-corruption. When he come, what he say? You smell them?
Not to intimidation.
He talk anything
Not to
concerning woman
intimidation.
business. This na the same IG when he was war like babu. What do you expect him for do? This it just don't get order from the above. Say it need for take serious action against this particular waiting. Yeah.
My brother, the same IG we say he ready for stand against anybody where they intimidate woman. Now here we get an alleged case against caretaker on Puna in village where he rape woman. That case we hear about again. Jimmy be the way they near. Jimmy be the way they near SLP where they near Fatima Bio. Now they alleged say he go attempt to rape woman. We hear about that case day. But other people in our prison.
Bible, no waste your energy on this issue. The only people that we know they commit crime na SLPP people. The only true Sierra Leoneans them na SLPP.
Oh my God.
You see, from the caretaker take hand on, this not the focus. Caretaker don't come out and call the opposition terrorist, right? Caretaker
of course.
Don't come out and say it will use in force. Pa who that lawless. And who that lawless in this case? Now opposition and lawless. Opposition from parliament take hand on, they no get right for stand for anything. Even inside parliament. Then they go with police, then they spray tear gas for them. What do you expect? Then not to, and at the opposition in Duampa. Because then just go inside parliament, some more illegal one, they're not supposed for them as opposition. As opposition, they're not so Sierra Leonean. So they're not for them at parliament. So they can do anything for them and to them, then gets free with them. Bible, are you cool?
Fine.
You sure?
Perfect.
You need for read along the line, eh? You really need for know and understand the line.
The problem about this discussion is not about Bible and Shemepia. Because if you left to me and you two, we don't even sit down for waste time. We already know that people are from when they start the patrol, they pack their bag. We know their destination already. We know how this patrol get for end. But we did do and for make people them we're not able to understand proper one, for make them get better understanding. Now, it make we they give out a message, we they give out the things them, the kuku jumuku the way them people how they do. And then the IG shamelessly, they talk say, we know say the police will never win. Are you kidding me?
No, he's slapping you.
You sure? You feel say una for win? Where you not can stand as a neutral IG, you stand as pauper IG. What you get for win? Because everything where you they do as an IG, you they do in the interest of the government. You they do for satisfy the government. You they do for everything is about SLPP now you they do. That's not the first paragraph. The second paragraph, the IG mentioned about how people them where they didn't have the host them, whether they agree for me and count them on these census, these pauper census, not a crime. It measure names them where they did investigate. It measure names them where they not in custody. This not the same thing we they talk. If caretaker beyond no say if they do census for the people of Sierra Leone, the same people of Sierra Leone speak their mind, say they are not ready for this census. Why you they force them? Why? You say they can't give me food for it. I say no, I bear food at the moment. I'm not ready for that food day. If really people say they can't give me this food there with clear mind, they just give me for make I able to sustain my life. But when you get me life, I tell you I don't bear food. Why you for force me? But I tell you, we all know because then get a hidden agenda, make they say pauper people for agree for make them count them. But the one thing about we salon people, sometimes we can talk, but we know they act. Just like where other partners and they finance this government, they know they implement. Now, so we salon people and they talk, but we know they act. Because for say you they arrest somebody, for say they go lock somebody, the cell don't do safe. They don't get a salary for lock we all. If really we say we stand for a cause, when we say no, that no, they will stand on them, make the car arrest, we all go with we. But you get the hypocrite one them, where they undermine the process, where they undermine whatever thing, where the population or the crowd or we the people they say we know they do, then they come and do them under. Let me tell you one thing. My brother, the day where you do that program and not be well, I feel pain inside a little. The first thing where I condemn first, and this there so first where they all say no census, no census. Now the thing where happen during the day where Diana Konomani go na court. That one they pain me past all thing. Diana Konomani display something where maybe some people they not say, but me to my opinion, I see I'm clear say in one of the hypocrites them inside this information where they all pass say make people they not agree for me to count.
What happened?
You go ask me why. Diana Konomani now in Femi Claudius Cole go left, right? If you Sembepie, you go left me, pan case to chief na police. Don't me people they can't pull me. I left you there. So me your opinion, I don't ever feel say it right. Who said them bail me? Now they have to stand say me not the common where Sembepie not come here because Sembepie can here because of me. But if me come out say I left you there, you the punish. I go lay down and be bed asleep. Now me your opinion, I feel say me first not undermine the process. Now, he make a point at Diana Konomani directly. A point at him directly because if people then go left you for a fight, when they can't dispatch the fight, you then go put in a one corner, then the one they can't help the fight, you see people that cramp and they beat them, they damage them. You not go join the fight if now Diana alone all go. I feel say in that one person will piss me off by this information where they pass to people and say no census. If Femi Claudius Cole go left you na police or CID, they hold them, they go bail you. The rights of Diana Konomani that particular day, if I tell the people and say, yeah, now we always sleep because the people that will follow me, they don't hold them. But he left there go sleep, now he go sit down. Until other time, they pull them people in there. So now the IG don't come and talk, say. Then they force people because the information we talk now a declaration that then they force people for count them. Waiting me like for talk now or waiting me they talk now. If really people of Sierra Leone don't need this census, make them allow, make them can arrest them all now. Make us see the cell where the one not alone people they do for luck. But as I talk, you get people when they just talk for me, they hear their voice on social media. Now, another thing, they piss me off. Some of these guys who stand and they fake this cause, take it and they hide. Me, na this that, me, na this that, me audio na this, usa na this. Una pull una face to let people see una. If really una ready for this fate, if really una not say this government they do bad in this country, if really una not accept the foul where this government they play. When I hear you this SLPP, this power per IG, they come and threaten people there. When they see where this power per IG, they come and intimidate people them. If they follow the word where Fatima Biobi don't talk say, who that na SLPP na in a true Sierra Leonean. All the bad things that SLPP supporters they do, from when the Arata them begin do bad, the right the other people them, we don't hear nothing. But then they go and attack people them. If they come, if they can't talk about LJ in case, like when they put they put raw acid pan them, if they burn them, if they make like say, if they work for the interest of with the people. No, if they work in the interest of the power government. Arrest me, case me, brother.
Okay, so straight off, let me go still we didn't start this case, but look what waiting. What I've been telling you yesterday say the actual just not say the whole press waiting yesterday for the journalists there. Watch this statement here from the president for the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists here. It's a statement for the presidential cocktail 2021 first day 16 December. Okay, today not to Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's stand the old list now. The thing I yesterday again. Okay.
Then I went sleep yesterday.
All right. So I'll read this one. Yeah. According to the slash president, he say, Your Excellency, please permit me to ask everyone present here who has not yet been counted. Let me see your hands raised up. If the census people are here, I encourage you to please go around and do the counting whilst we continue with the program. He say, I believed. Okay, let I get them up for you. Let you see what I read exactly. Okay. He say, I believed as citizens we should all stand up and be counted. If the government wants to count us 10 times in a year, let them count. I don't think there is any harm in that. Maybe the government is planning to do some gift distribution to every household during Christmas. So if you refused to be counted, then you will lose out and you will have yourself to be blamed. This particular part of the statement, most of the one them will be present day, and we're not even present day, not being glad with the statement of the president of the journalist them. But I can understand. Let's tell you the reason why. Right from his own statement. Let me go down quick. Let me see something from his statement, yeah? Okay, he as well talked about asthma in case yesterday. He said, however, regrettably, the latest incident of cyberbullying, that's what they call them. Yeah. Now let's go. Waiting at the main reason why it begin that way. So now, like where somebody can say when a rat they eat your food, what did they do? They blow your foot, let you not feel pain. So now this man be need for start so because if one bigger for something, you know we country now, even the caretaker we want bigger pass his life us. You understand?
Confirm.
Like you always talk.
Confirm.
Anybody will like beaucoup talk. In Congo sa. Because anytime if you look for talk yanda, we talk London para, you go yanda. We talk London, you go yanda. Let's look at this thing. He say, Your Excellency, may I take this opportunity to remind you of your outstanding manifesto promises to the media. Look waiting at the promise here. Yeah? It says for the annual subvention, Coppp waiting for the given. This year's allocation has been surprisingly delayed and we are yet to receive for 2021. It not stop there. It says for the land for a large secretariat. When it comes to Lucky Deep, yeah, I don't think I will stand a chance. I have heard my colleagues and some people say I am probably the luckiest President Sludge has ever had. But I don't think I will want to put that to the test through a Lucky Deep to acquire land for that Your Excellency promised us. You remember whose land that they will talk about? Remember that?
Read let people understand.
That
ultra modern building.
Yes, he says so. If Your Excellency will consider our follow-up request for Sludge to acquire the Daily Mail building as at Rodin Street, that will be the best gift of the year to the media. In addition, Your Excellency, I want to draw your attention to the Sludge East building project, which is now almost 40% up. Thanks to Chief Brema Soare of the NPPA, that is the NPPA boss, and our own Sheikh Bawa of the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority for their contributions. We call on other well-meaning people and organizations to support this initiative. So basically, the subvention where they talk about then they give them the support for give them 200 million per year. The government been promised for the give them subvention and then we start up with 200 million per year. So they give them last year of 2020. But this year of 2021, they not receive these 200 million and they don't come to the end of the year. So not now one. Then number two, inside the caretaker in your statement, he talks he don't take note of that. And in fact, it raised the money now to 500 million per year for them. Instead of the 200 million, now they begin giving the journalists them 500 million per year. Okay, two states. One, other people they say this now for develop the media, not for muscle the media. Other people they say, but who that pay the pipe and then they determine the tune. You know the bet the finger where they feed you. If this man don't give una 200, una turn so. If he go na 500, how una go turn? So now you don't begin see why it start up with this the census, because it be need for support the idea of the caretaker. So when it make in case now, it will able to get easy access. You get the joke?
Clear.
Rest for now. Mercy.
Well, I think now the whole nail you hit so when people want for big, just as you say, then get out, then they go and beat them till they come. But now a shame to the president of journalists, them, because the ultramodern bill where they try for talk, but now how she don't talk. I believe people will follow away at that time. Then they reflect their mind back on which end they talk show. Up till now, we don't see a layout of even a single foundation. But we really know the caretaker will get. But some of these journalists, them, you know, one thing about Fatima Bio, he would and know how for describe certain Sierra Leoneans them as educated fools. Inside the journalist body, we get educated fools them they also. Because if you not to somebody who go to school and big fool, when this kind of caretaker will get, they tell you, say, I they do this, you they sit on your corner and maintain your credibility and do your work proper. But most of them, they just...
say, something catch my attention just now. As a journalist, listen to what he say, the end part of him. He say, and last but not the least, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues in the media, I will continue to fly.
He will continue to fly because...
Well, we all know, say, this not only the caretaker Biotoko, this are the journalists, this president for the journalists them.
That's how they say the journalists
where we all know, say, this is now political. As a journalist, some words then the way you know they use publicly.
So this on a clear picture, now big evidence for sure the Sierra Leonean people, we were they talk some kind talk their way we not able to understand, say, we were they ask question, say, the kind newspaper they will be they buy during the APC time, the kind reports them all they get from journalism during APC time, even BBC, the kind reports will be they go for APC. We not ever smell a report they during this regime. What it caused that one day? Because this caretaker makes sure for misuse with money, even this one it report, most of them money are if they take them, if they put them in the wrong place, make we get a gap there. If they use them money for mumu the journalists them, for mumu other people them we're supposed to talk. If you see Alpha side, we don't talk all kinds of things where caretaker be capable of doing in bad attitude, in good attitude, in bad things they on hand game, I get this, I get ready for my this, that. It come back, you feel say not to money draw there. When this caretaker take power and the first thing the way do begin fella, he lost focus. He focus on the things them when not they push him. He's surrounded with evil people and he married woman with a poison in life. So if they use we money for give journalists them, not to say me famble them, even this 500 when they talk about it don't reflect to. Caretaker, we all know for big talk them, empty big talk them. A quick for promise why not they fulfill,
but
just like when they collect babala money them, in not they implement.
200 million for this year, the one year, they never forget December this. Then they can put a 500 million, but guess what? Then they give them, and then they even give them next year the 500 million. You know why?
Yeah, but they add for full, the big full stem.
Well, I don't
think
think
so,
so,
push
but
they
I
election.
say, they do one because, of course, I begin tell you, say, you know they bet the finger with the video. And at the same time, the man where they blow where they pay the piper, I mean the way they blow the flute, now they determine which kind tune we want. How you go bet the finger or the video?
That's not a problem. So as I be talk, people who they doubt and ask questions, see, waiting they up right now, we know they see them. I tell una for free, if we all not bless this social media, right? We will take the honor. We were ready for Rixam. as long as we dey fight the right cause, as long as we dey fight for see a better salon tomorrow, the worst for don't happen past this. Now, this social media, they even tackle their people as small so. Because if only we hope and trust to journalists them, we don't finish.
All right, so we move.
We
Still
fly.
on this same IG issue, one of the things that we talk say, they put 5 million for order they bring LG. This IG, we all see the police report. We all see the autopsy report, yeah? We all see how they say the IG connive with Prince Adin for they even get him free. And if that boy, something be waiting, nothing will be happen, then for be arrest and back. So we all see say he connive back for let them secure that boy in that place. They lay nobody no go they say he finally pass out. Well, first of all, let me remind yourself of the last report where 98.1 being put together with regards this issue of Prince Adin and Don Paul. For just cause, Mami cause, police don't put 5 million for the Huawei cause. For let them bring and come. When they come back to that, let's just go quick and listen to this report again in case we miss them. Okay.
LPP chairman Dr. Prince Adin bin give order to insecurity officer for make them shoot him, but the SLPP chairman been denying this allegation, and this man been then at the emergency hospital. Outside President Bill been go see this man and be promised say he go take care of the hospital bill, and Seth be asked the Salon police for look inside this case. Saturday, November 6, report reach Radio Democracy say Mohamed Kourouma not be able for survive the operation after we the doctor been pull bullets in Panam. We be make Radio Democracy been go waka to the family. Now the exact situation this Radio Democracy be meet, now the host outside this 40-year-old man been there. The first person where we been talk to na the family, na Geneva Kourouma. When I don't pull in mama and be tell we how we be feel, the time where he be get the message say they don't shoot him Pekin. This woman been they talk inside Mende, but we been do voice over.
Where Prince Adin don't want me Pekin say if he don't come out be now, he go kill him. So I call me Pekin and warn him for make he come out be Prince Adin, and me Pekin be assure me say he go come out be now. And from that incident day, me Pekin be assure me say he go come out be Prince Adin, and I been believe him and I been forget about this case. Past one fine day, June 29, afternoon 10, where I sit down na do na me host. Me phone the ring and where I pick this call. And the noise at the background. Also, I want me family. He passed me the phone. And where the person will call me can talk. If he tell me say, they don't shoot you Pekin. And this be me. I take transport and can afford 110. And can report this case to the police. And I be take me Pekin go to hospital. And the way me Pekin condition be day, it be painful.
This mama to this 40-year-old man say, now it's waiting on me time. He no gets power again. And the only thing where in things say, he go take at with na justice where the law forgive.
After we have been hold the police case na police, I used to bulan. We know about this case. Usa it became say, na chook them took me Pekin. And during the time, when we Pekin be in a hospital, I be see plenty bullets for me Pekin body. And me Pekin, we dey suffer bad one in hospital. Where we make the president, Dr. Julius Malabio, we go work at me Pekin hospital. And be promised for the justice for in case. And from where police been take statements for me, nothing not happen. So me became not die in hospital. And this make I call on President Bio and other authority them for say then give justice inside this me Pekin in that case.
After this incident, the Salon police been tell the family say na chook them be chook down pole, but medical reports where Radio Democracy gets from the emergency hospital show say na bullets them be pulled by this 40-year-old man we been die. The Salon police no be able for confirm or defend this to Radio Democracy the time where we been do this story. So we talk to Hassan Mara we been there as witness the time where this incident be happen na the SLPP party office.
Me I don't post it on. Now grab. Now I tell don't post. I say no say Prince Harry get win our time for more left farm. He get beefing for we. So lot come on at this scene. So together with the Tom who bag for common. Now Yeri say, hey, they don't know what happened Prince Harry. So all what he can do now he turn. He see me I don't put him up. Now he say now don't put to the water. Now order insecurity. When now Chilos Amara one Delta police we do water. Now we go take that police and headquarter. They tell who they serving the Prince Harry. We say one more security. So now order the Chilos Amara for let's shoot don't pull. And back now waste time again. If we get one piece to Nayan, now he set around. A shoot big don't put before me eye. What the IG so what I do now? This matter he go lie. He say na chook don't pull. Not to chook don't pull. Now shoot the police and shoot them. So don't have this part to the cry to President Bio need justice for don't pull. As I talk me on life there as risk. Because Prince Harry and me don't pull he want. Me Prince Harry don't jail me he don't jail right now as I talk to you I then a court. Court number 2 at the attend court. That same incident IG so what I go to me now court back. For what I go in police and shoot don't pull. Why I go save Dompo? I go the 17 back na court. I still in a court. IG not justice, not do justice for Dompo. So I cry to President Bio. We need justice for Dompo.
Mohamed Kouma left 3-year-old boy Pekin, where in West they say now, and they get challenge for take care of the Pekin, more especially when in daddy been the fend for the family.
Me na don't pull you with. We born the Pekin when they call Prince Alex Kouma. This Pekin also for more punado and this man in him now give this Pekin. We born the Pekin I know when. Me condition not fine. Mama lost me man and running condition. No Pekin is so far. Me must take care of me big. My government fights for me. Me begin to suffer. Small Pekin look when they suffer.
Radio Democracy be same way so get information say Dr. Prince Adin been spend one night na the criminal investigation department and inside one video clip where Dr. Prince Adin be make with the social media and say in an no the pardon poll in Taiwan. We been try forget the head of the criminal investigation department and the head of crime services for make them tell we waiting make Dr. Prince Adin be spend one night na the CID headquarter, but we no be able to forget them for make them go respond with support from.
Of course, me family, una don't hear, una don't see, waiting, we just don't put na the screen for me. Una able no say, waiting, me and my brother, they sit there, they talk, not to we, they write some na paper, not to we, they sit down overnight or daytime, we say, make we can sit down, talk, but then here because we idle. We they talk and because now issues them where they pain people, we they talk and because now issues them where they affect people, we they talk and because now issues them where they pan damage with people them serious one. Na we had. So I mean, start my statement by saying the things them where we feel say this IG, the things them where we feel say the power of police they take care of, they take action for, not to them ever will they see them bring up to the nation. Things them we not necessary. Things them will light na them. Things them where they feel say it affect any supporter of the power thinks them what they feel say it affects this government. Now then they come up with because they plant them there as a bulletproof again for this government. Sorry. Now, here is the case of LJ. And they come back follow understand yourself. Here is the case of LJ where it cost as my James, when I'm a journalist, right? The IG come out and declare wanted. No, this is not pass warrant. Because if not only a warrant, we know it's they call bench warrant. Now police they go look for you and this how they mission they book you. But this a clear and back he put plus wanted plus 5 million. So the 5 million don't include the civilians them when they don't talk to them when they go and do bad. Now they don't left. For as I said just now, if we not take time, we go hear LJ in life in different form. But if that one they happen, na the IG, na in causa. Wait till make I bring this. Now, here is a case of Prince Toga Adin. Here is a case where concern Prince Kamajo Adin. Here is a case where concern Prince Kofi Obado. When they say Kofi Obado, now somebody you don't get good thing, you don't get good agenda supporting, but the up and down will be getting now this country as we be read books them, we be waiting. Now then people are cause them. Prince Adin don't cause this kind of problem now this family. We been telling you now say they camouflage you now. And they say maybe brother, we know what's they go on. We always tell you say when you now listen to the statements of them people there, you know they know exactly what they try for talk and the answer of the statement. Now they camouflage you now, then take this man. The flash say they go sleep CID. At the end of the day, when they pull him, hack the blood where they fed him. Now, but APC and Samuel Kamara can't talk. A missing page, a missing focus, a missing target. And I mentioned this something say, we get people now we are hypocrites. Even to then the SLPP, when they go lay this man to rest. Now, here we play on our video. We want peace. We want justice. We need justice. Hey, we not stop for the call caretaker. When it comes to certain people and SL people, they do something. Talk of this Prince Adin. Talk of the Benken Fala. Talk of the Lion Lima. Talk of certain people. I don't able to call them all because of time. Whenever they do something now we had, una left for call caretaker because the people are exactly they deliver waiting caretaker. Watch them for deliver. Then they work the right job where caretaker appoints them for do. So that's somebody called caretaker. We see SLPP supporters and they cry say they need justice. But I tell you, some of these guys, when I see them give them push, they give them small rum, they don't drink, they don't forget about everything. They just need talk for toxic. The moment we President send, he give them small thing, go buy cushion, go buy this. All don't know. When I read John Paul in talk again to any SLPP supporter. But this IG not declare. Now here we see them put Prince Adin in Abotoka, then go pass some through Kabbalah, they use Parana, enter Guinea. With enough money when a salon couple then change them for they go so they can rest because people they at one first. But we tell you now always say these SLPP people, you when they support them, take them no more, then damage you for nothing. They know they only see one side. They go hide them in Guinea, enjoy enough, sleep na the dearest 5-star hotel of Guinea. I did not ever come out and talk nothing like waiting to come and measure about LJ. Imagine LJ cost. Now, this is not the scale. Make we weigh the two cases them. LJ cost. Prince Adin put somebody down. And the one where say he witnessed by this case, now is of the courts. As Unadoyeri. I did not come and declare Prince Adin wanted. I did not come and put 1 million. But LJ put 5 million. So Prince Adin in case with LJ in case, do your fambule in the comment section below. Una help me judge this case. Who that in case we deserve wanted or bench warrant. But I tell you, this IG not the work in the interest of me and you. Some of all they talk so, now when the people are not being get for trap we. If they be get way, long term, I know they see at this channel again. Because caretaker don't make sure for surround people them where they can defend like the IG and some na the military. Now here we see. All soldier pull a statement. Where so they want to go deeply back to the law. He gets something for do with treason. He measure things them against opposition. The only weapon they display them. But now you see, people they will lie but they say they want to commit treason. At the end of the day, case then they come on our back, no aid, no thing. But we see presidential guard them. Then they talk against other salon people they say That weapon, one level that mistake na for now. This IG not talk nothing. The people idly they call Kiate Kabio when something happen. They call on the president. When they call on Kiate Kabio, you they think before they talk. You feel say what they happen. Kiate Kabio don't know. Now in they send the police. Now in they send the ministers them. Now in they send the honorables them. Now in they send the supporters them. Now in they send in West for do what they do. Why would they waste your time for call Kiate Kabio? Why would I waste time for people say this caretaker get anything for do it? All the bad things that already happen now in country. Salon people, make we wise up and rise up. Focus, not upward, capu sense. Arrest me case, brother.
All right, we there so for talk, full talk. But we all know say, waiting with the talk, not just the reality. Now, like when you say me opinion, but we back them up with evidence. Just like when you go say, where people in the mistake right we because they say the Auditor General in opinion. I just me opinion. No, it backed up with pure evidence. All waiting we don't talk, we just summarize them. Yeah, you hear the report. You see, waiting don't happen. Okay, apart from that net, where they flash with Prince adding, go na CID. Who's again then can go? You don't ever hear you go second time na police station. We dey talk about case who side them put somebody down, they lay somebody down. But yet still, you go say na full talk. Thank you. We appreciate when you know they understand. Because we can understand. If caretaker full like in wave, then you when they come and attack, you stupid. Very. We move and we go to another thing. What happened?
My family member there.
Waiting.
Take 10.
Okay, so I think say now just that basic things that thing they me get for say. I know they go much into that day. We been just one way the thing. You know, 5 million and declare wanted for LJ we cost Mami cost. We not support the Mami cost, but we cost Mami cost. Plus Prince adding when lay posting down. This man not open in the team out one day. He talk anything on that. One day. We they talk about somebody in life now. Yeah. But you get the one way very stupid, like the one way they can't defend. They talk about fool. But I pray, let it be your family member one day. Any of you where they come and talk, say this talk na full talk. When they put somebody down, somebody in life, then the one way just cause, you come, you say full talk. Let God make them point out, same thing with them point pan Don Cole, them point and in fact, not to your family, you. Let them not do it, let you not go like Don Polo, that you put somebody for broke. May you work upside down. For the rest
like
of
your
your
uncle?
life.
Like
For
your
the rest
uncle?
of your life. That thing that you go
Let
know
her come upside down like your uncle.
yes, that thing that you go know say the talk we the talk here. We know the talk am because of any party. We the talk am because of it get for do with the human right of somebody. Violation, even the from the caretaker to the police, take hand down all man, all the one the way they say na the real and Sierra Leone, they violate one set of people right now. But I tell you, I always talk this. If you fail for respect the existence of the people, guess what? You get for definitely expect resistance one day. That is for sure and not for real. The abuse, human rights violations them inside the country for these 4 years don't pass mark. And interestingly, the only people where they commit crime now opposition. But when person from the ruling party do anything contrary to the law, na bingo. Nothing come be in above case. From thing we know the area. But look where we talk about angry, not to one person they buy yes 500 or almost 1,000. Now we all know. But again, when they talk say this book, we will get the one that about they can say, now allow na they lie. But God's day. The will of God could be done. One day, we will see. Then say waiting, the end, now they justify the means. I mean say, where the end in time, when you reach a Waterloo, we will know the reality. And at that time, they go open your eye. You need to see anything. You the bet your finger so. Blood not the common, you need feel pain. That time they go know say thing don't come and come. I rest my case on that particular issue there. I rest my case.
We move.
Wait, let me go quick one inside the. I don't know. Okay, I encourage myself not for answer somebody. Because I can see
On
the,
Facebook?
the distractors them. And I know we want to tell you silent no go there. I see the distractors them. But I tell you one thing, whether you're not criminal or not, I summons you. If that guy will die, he die by gladness. I summons you. And you the one we love past all. So this same gun, that thing day, you go know tomorrow. If you not criminal, or if you go glad. I move to the other thing. Let's touch on audit now. What did happen?
We move.
All right, so we go now and we drop inside the audit report because we know say things then they come up every day for distract people them now about the audit report. But I just hope say we not get distracted. I just hope so we not get distracted with the audit report because this particular report now we own now baby. Although, by the way, before I go into the audit report, something the way they come up, we I think say we need for touch on briefly before ever. We begin tell you about tell people about the things them inside the report.
We always did together.
Yes. According to people them we don't investigate, and according to the African Express, and before this time we be hearing the Quetta, the I call them Cashbox, the team. You know, when they talk about say this not to the real report come out. Yes, we talk about them briefly now, yeah. But again, African Express don't talk say, then they begin release. Remember the other day, them they talk say, if they fail for pull the right report, then go begin they pull the report, the real report, decide where they're waiting. Interestingly, we just don't understand say this report here, then they call her now the Abdulaziz report. Of course, now inside them. They say this not to Lara in your report. So the question when they ask, even the one where they trust, where they put the, where they believe, where they feel say a professional, according to the caretaker, even the own, if him pull this kind damning report, if them pull, or what much more would be of the real report, if at all, if any safe out. By the way, if this na fake report or this one na doctored report, if the real one come out now, wetin go happen? Wetin you feel say go be?
Now, so we not ever get medicine for well.
Life.
So, we know doctor not able or treat make it well.
And not really funny.
No, but I think a fine for me will begin inform with people them say the reports, as me brother don't talk, the main one, and it come out very soon.
Yes. Then just pick half from this one, and then take the rest, then keep on. Well, I did
the main missiles them, then they come, then they drop.
Then they come, and interestingly, when they come, now so say go they put we hand for them. How then they can now so say the finger good one. Good one, because we know say the tribunal, I don't know stay the begin safe. You get idea?
But Mr. I want school if you get idea. So if you can ask me now, how did it be? You were there very close.
No, but you know, I just ask because sometimes we were self working they close, you know, say sometimes they not all say we can benefit too.
But I mean, I don't get idea. I still blind. That's why they are blind.
110 they can balance we. Anyway, the Coppp team, they said they charge certain member then go court. And of course, when they charge and go court, we know what it mean. We know what it mean. Something the way I write, you don't bypass me. You bypass me like me uncle.
Too busy body.
I swear. It dodge by me like me uncle. Now a particular page where I be highlight, now I look for where it don't balance. But anyway, and still as I be, I like I not see the page. I defend and bonically when I go inside it. We can go into the issue of the audit report, and basically we touch on some areas then where get for do with free education. Yes, I tell you say almost fair now. We dey first of all go inside the Sierra Leone free education. Now una can see something. If you watch the report, look for page 249 of the Abdulaziz report. 249. Let's go to 249. Brief, quick one. 249, page 249. Bible, I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
You know, say we idle on this channel, eh?
Bad one. We don't get work for you.
But you did the SLPP one day with the camp, but the idle pass well.
Bad one. Chief man, they all are chief. Now the system better.
Salon de go bien.
Other than we for believe.
Them with the cambo.
Because if me when they see I mean I do already, and they see have for pass me a message. Though you that idle, you they come back and can't listen me. I don't know that idle in this case. I would have been fool. Would they lie about that for listen to lies the whole they can't talk like caretaker bio?
Interestingly, now just we own boku talk no more. Now they do. Now we can talk, but interestingly, let's go inside this thing quick, yeah? I don't see.
Suma no block nobody, me brother. There are a lot left there no more until they listen.
Some people them while they call their name, let them popular to you. Not call nobody name, yeah?
May I get it time, sir?
So we go to the report. We did look at Sierra Leone Free Education Project 2020. Well, basically, not only free education as in proper, but some things in the inside this particular side where they waste money pan. And we see some civil society organization them, like the Alfonso Manley organization, where it names show up now. Let's watch this thing quickly. Then say, I think I need for the go highlight as I go small. Let's begin watch from this part. Yeah, the first heading, let's look and then you go take this second part of them. I want to make it we get the brighter parts. Good. Alright, so I begin it from this side. Bible, please stand by because I think say now you can sabi put more for my uncle. Then say pay taxes on staff salary, which amounts to 497 billion. Sorry, 497 million. Yeah, when about $50,000 was supposed to be deducted and paid to the NRA for the period under review. All right, I think the most important side where I go one follow we touch on, not to this side. Let me go down small bit, yeah. Let me look something on this, the issue of some. This now the tax and the tax there we know say Salon government no they pay tax. And the people they no more they pay tax. And then the back where the people they work they pay tax and the cut and they pay inside they supposed for pay. Now let's look at this one. When a payment without adequate supporting documents. Yeah, let's highlight them, let you see them. This part. Take a look at this. Then say the disbursement schedule with attached supporting documents revealed the following. 1. Funds disbursed to the Civil Rights Coalition totaling $150 million, when about $15,117 were without evidence of retirement to justify its utilization. In other words, then give Coppp to this civil society organization we call Civil Rights Coalition, weighing about 150 million. But then find out say they not get any evidence. They're not able to give any evidence for sure say where they give this Coppp, this civil rights movement or coalition be returned back, being come back and explain say na so we use am. No evidence no dey for justify say they at all use that particular money. Then say funds disbursed for fuel worth 324 million 867,640, weighing about $36,739, relating to workshop, annual school census, and project secretariat were without receipts and fuel logbook to justify utilization. In other words, and it's try to tell you say Coppp where they give say for fuel where reach up to about $36,739, where now over 324 million. Then be put and say now in relation to workshop, the for do what they call annual school census, you know, for go and check or you know they like census, annual school census and project secretariat. Then say they not see any receipts or even the logbook. Who said they say this we don't give this cheat to this person, you know, that logbook they're not able for give for sure say they really use that money day or that they use that fuel day. Look at this other one. Then say look at this. Then say total funds. La highlight them for you, Siam. So we go step by step, yeah? Then say total funds. Total funds disbursed, which amounted to 115,993,017 leons, when about $11,838,000. Yeah, $11,838. Yeah, where they say in respect to monitoring of the WASC in Guinea. What idea? You get this joke? Then take $11,838. Then say then they go monitor the WASC. Now Guinea. Now Guinea was not factored into the project implementation manual, and therefore we could not confirm whether it was an eligible expenditure. So then take money, say then they go observe, then they go monitor the WASC exam. That exam where SS3 them can sit. Then say then they go monitor an Guinea. Then take $15,000, almost $16,000. Sorry, almost $116,000. Now then take for go do that one day. But at the same time, they not put that one day inside the implementation manual. That's that work plan where they can put. Say now this we get for do for this year. They not put them. So they don't even know if that particular expenditure they is eligible. That means say if illegal, if they be even supposed for do that kind thing they. Okay? So let me go to the other part. Because something interesting they can. Let me go. Sorry, today I look the waste time small. All right, let me take this other part. Then say, the project coordinator, in consultation with the financial management specialist, must ensure that not the recommendation this way they make to them. Must ensure the following. 1. The evidence of retirement, supporting documents justifying the utilization of funds totaling 150 million and 324,867,640 leons are submitted to the audit service. Otherwise, parties involved will be instructed to refund the sum expended. So now this is the recommendation that they make. Sorry, lad, drink water. Okay, so then say evidence justifying the expenditure as a component or sub-component within the project implementation manual is submitted to the audit service Sierra Leone. Otherwise, penalties. Okay, I think I got that one. Let's get it in and see. Basically, this knock into waiting. They explain their own. Lawyer waiting the auditor say because basically waiting they cannot respond to now the auditor they come back and can't check. And when he check, he see, say them bring an car or they not bring an car. Now he listen what the auditor say. He say, evidence of retirement to justify the utilization of funds disbursed to the Civil Rights Coalition. Totally 140,900,000 was provided and verified, leaving a balance of 9,100,000. So basically, they're able to come and justify some of the money there, but still, it left 9,100,000 where they're not able to explain how they use them. All right, then try under. Then say receipts and fuel logbooks to justify the utilization of fuel amounting to 324,864,640 when at over $36,000 were not provided for verification. That means say still they knock out that kind any log they knock out logbook of fuel the receipts for sure say they use that kind of thing there. Yeah. Then say evidence justifying the expenditure relating to the monitoring of WASC in Guinea was not submitted for inspection. Our recommendation was not implemented. The issue therefore remained unresolved. But I'll go into this quick. Now, they take money for go watch a WASC exam in Guinea. But they're not able to factor them inside the plan. Say, we get plan for doing this so in this year or next year. In order they not even can't justify how they use that in these are the free education they talk about so.
So I don't know if not to you for ask because I don't go use that what they say. If it shock you or you doubt for Yeri or see them kind of things there, I think I dey ask the one they wish will be full if it shock them or then the doubts or they really understand self which we try for talk now. You know, there is no way where these people they come and justify nothing to nobody because they use for take and just use how they want without giving an account to nobody. What to make you feel say then people have be try for bring a document na parliament for can say they no need for the audit, caretaker, spell no check. So if I ask if it shock you or it doubts you, now on that angle they come out. So if they start on spell no check, that money is small money for them for make them use how they want them. Don't people see them for come and justify. Wait till now make them justify nothing. What I'm where you cap and then big money. Like what I say, so I talk to him. I know to feel I'm better safe. I know I can get another pain added to the one I get right now. But we just bring this to people where not be take this issue serious. But I'm happy most of them don't be quiet because they don't see the reality inside the report. Where if say the doctor don't know. Now the doctor don't know. The original one will they bring up very soon.
It's not Abdulazizian. But even Abdulazizian, if Abdulazizian was so, the audience was how the original one go to like now. Okay, and while we go into the University of Sierra Leone for Abbey College, yeah, let me watch something quickly with regards I call that thing there for me, please. With regards the issue of how they can deal with speaking in that side and the challenges where we then they face in that particular area there. But before we go into that day, one time in there we don't do this I call this here. We don't do this recording and then we keep on our box. Interestingly, we be wait for the right time. But this is not the right time where this thing don't come up. So we can show you first of all, in case you know Sabi, let you see. If you know for Abbey College, you know the auditorium, you know, you go know exactly usai then people here they take, then pick here they take class. Yeah? Enough classroom, no day, no nothing. The toilet's better small, but long not take with time for waste energy on this. Go to watch this. When we can read the issue of the university And you will see this particular thing what we don't do, the factor inside this one. When they come back, just take your time and watch. Outside they take class. Well, we be just choose for show you, at least let you see Usai we own people we own brother and sister them they take class, you know, as they you see them sit down, then they actually wait for lecturer, for let the lecturer come, for let them go take class. This now they say enough class not actually day for make them go able for sit down, then take the class comfortable one. So of course then you for sit down at door. And yanda, imagine now the kind of distraction we go to take place on that particular side. As then sit down, they wait for the lecturer come and teach them, lecture them, or even the time when lecturer go there, somebody else from somewhere else go there about your own particular business. They do waiting they want for them. So this now the problem them where we brother and sister them they face with regards, you know, the way how they take class. Yes, with regards to how they take class and all of them things in there. But plenty things them day where now the issues them being that particular class day. You see the toilet. Well, interestingly, when you left this part and go now the highest building inside now the university, where you talk about Kennedy Building. Kennedy Building, you take into consideration people with disability, you know, not able to get access to the top building through lift. Then get for waka one now that step they go right up that building. They very strenuous. If they not get enough class, now lift will get the lift side they provision they for the lift, but another work. We come out to lift. Sometimes they go stay in a lift. Let me go to the issue of, you know, then talk about the medical and talk about, you know, the computer technology, internet, all of them things that they miss in library. You know, not get standard things them for make sure say they go on with that. And in fact, some lecturer then they can just give mark when and how they feel for give mark. So you find out say the audit report say even the one the way they do very well, the one the way they pay now then they get mark past them. So imagine now where most of them they can't do now they for can't work, how they can perform badly. They spend for get them grade, not to just the school fees, but in terms of even passing. So of course, where they can't do, they go for fender money, they by hook or crook for make sure say they get them. So this now the situation where we bother them, the face right now. You see them all sit down. They all sit down attentively. They wait now for see how the lecturer will come or wait will come give. And in some cases, they can not sit down so take lecture and they come. Some thinking the lecturer can just grab them. I get lecture today. They not get one. I think the audit report not make mention of that day, but they not get any proper timetable for say today you they get this, you get this, you get this. Lecturer can just grab any day. We feel normal. You grab say, when I get class today, you pass see the class reps and call you. You like you dey watalo. If you don't know say you no get class today or you no get class this morning, lecturer will just say no more. Hey, we got class this morning. You get for pay almost 1,000 transport for take bike or whatsoever for make sure so you can meet up the class. Sometimes you come back and say, or then get left message back say, if you not attend the class, then they cut by your grade. Or when you go, it's either then go give handouts. The class already they take, then go give handouts and say, now go print them. And upon this handout here, I don't know the answer question. Would I not go waiting? Would I not buy the handout? Would I not buy this? And now they get the grade we want forget. So not to buy merit. By you aid. Now waiting you can able for pay for now you get now that particular side. It's very sad. It's very sad. And in fact, they even talk say some cases then they where the even the lecture what would they talk about so they're not the marking scheme, they're not the return themselves to the HOD. So how they want for do no more, all man just do you when and how you feel for do no proper structure, not did it. No proper structure not in a university. So before that to begin talk say we can look if na kerosene bottle, if the kerosene smells still they unadjust the empty bottle now because we know say kerosene not inside there again. Athens of West Africa. People they really distrain. Some people they go na Frabe College now for just the name no more now. For let's say myself go na Frabe College, then they really complain. Every day then they complain. Things just will go bad to worst. Infrastructure or structurally, everything they go bad to worst. So now by God in power now, what say I go Frabe College? For God they not doing at the thing. Now the combo, the kind wahala way they inside it. Sometimes the other side and the other country they get pressure in terms of how for pass exam. Well, you need for study very hard. You need for be creative. But in most cases, most of the one the way they go and come now the University of Sierra Leone for a college to be specific, you know, most of them they buy waiting they need for buy. So they're not the bother. They're not they care about waiting they want. Imagine a whole university not get enough classroom, but then just they admit people them because they care about the money. Then they admit people them every day inside it, every day. Can you imagine? I guess small brother, why are they still fend this thing?
Well, we don't show people are waiting there after probably college as we don't see. You know, really the lecturers they don't try. But something behind that, Pambulem, you know, any house, if I want start from the planning. And when you talk of education that we are, the planning starts from the government where they finance the lecturers there, where they pay the lecturers there. You know, again, the other side, now they really take them. The one I'll take on the other angle. This lecturer gets a family. This lecturer gets a people there. Where in the left now, we all know the culture of Africa. We all know the culture of Mama Salon. Now, one people able to follow the culture where they abroad. For say, where man get out, the responsibility not just lie on the man. The woman also they try to sign able. But majority of we people they don't take an way. They take us say Africa. When you man get out, you marry everything that you for do. You dey meet up even to woman, if they get away from I know the person to be responsibility because of the concepts, the mindsets we get, they take up as a culture. So this lecturer gets a family, if people can take care of them. This lecturer therefore take care of himself. This lecturer, there's so many things that we saw around the end. He don't go for a lecture. Government is supposed to pay. They only pay at the time. Government is supposed to pay. Then they owe him for how many months? No, let's call a spade a spade. Where do you feel say this lecturer they do? This way they talk about salon. Where we know the culture, where we portray it. Now salon they talk on that. Definitely this this lecturer, therefore do malpractice them when they bring popcorn in wallets or in pockets. Because you get for go down in the evening, Papa don't come. The beginning expects. But if you get a government, this is not only for SLPP overall, I talk here. If you get a government where sober-minded, where care, but education, all those things now will be the first priority for the teachers and lecturers. If that caretaker, that minister, whether that ministry feels say now teacher and lecturer, make an able get that qualification for make it able to sit down at that office place, therefore make them people a priority. But when they could blend the SLPP into this that a flagship program where they say free damage education, because now not this kind of be quality education. If really these people take the flagship program for be serious,
if really they people take this program for being important to the life of we the people of Papa Salon, they know they joke with lecturers. But now they see lecturers strike. You get set of people as a country they joke with. You see doctors, teachers, and lecturers, you know they play with them. But this government, not everybody don't take nothing. But inside the lecture again, you get the SLPP lecturers and inside that for college. Then divide themselves. The SLPP lecturers then will be playing on a video now, if you not remember. Then they enjoy their money, the chocolate for the brown and love for so they beat them. They're okay if even they don't send a salary. Then the other one there, we don't get no political affiliation, then they suffer like hell. So tell me how this lecturer know they call for money. Tell me if this lecturer knows that they can go conduct class yonder, whether they give me 10,000 per person. He go there for so So at the end of the day, it is late for camp, na campus,
because
for camp.
most of themselves no get full time na the college.
That's the problem.
And
They
then
see
get other
lecturer
job
now,
there
we
for
had
good.
even
If
Okada,
they clash with other job, then they prioritize the other job so that they get more money.
That's the truth. We they see other countries that the lecturers them, if you go to the car park, they say that the lecturer pack cash, you know they believe. But now we have to see lecturer he pile for claim that in. Okada self. Now so Okada they go and yip them. So my Okada money self he no get. Eh, me brother. If that lecturer get for conduct class other side they get 10, 20 gambra, if they go there at the end of the day, the students they own they take at the college, una just they take, then they suffer. So when una can call for exam, the students are not able to reach the syllabus, exam time don't reach. You don't go expect that students for go write something better. What thing they do is how they get money for go bribe. And the lecturer never take the bribe. Because government not able to support a lecturer for make it able to do in functions in the campus, and then the lecturer back the rush for make them say, hey, you don't charge this area, don't charge this area. At the end of the day, the syllabus no, they go nowhere. They call for exams. And when the school picking, not the school picking there, the next thing is, as they say, examination starts next week. What if for do? If for you look for money, for make you get that grade you want. This all the cause we gal picking, they don't bond to you, they're not ready for bond. This all don't make you gal picking, they don't misuse their life in the way where they're not supposed. But who done at the cause? Not the government. Not any other government, but this SLPP misdirection. Where come and campaign, where come and make this thing as their flagship program, say quality education. But here is a government today where the education just they go from back to worst. Arrest me, case brother.
You see, this thing here, back and forth, like you say, this government, the reason why, now they didn't have power now, one, number two, now they campaign on education as their flagship program. But notwithstanding that, you know, the education system, you know, it really dirty, smell, you know, it really damage. It really damage. Like where Ben Kelfala can say, na systemic problem. Na age-long problem. Na problem this way, it don't they go and go. But I look forward for see who that go able for correct then things they are so in just one simple term. Because now we see say even now that we talk about corruption, we're now one of the top flagship program, campaign of this particular government, we find out say not to as then say now so it look like. You know, talk then say yeah, I know the thought we no heavy load.
You know heavy load.
Yes. So in this case, this man also he failed for prepare himself well. Well, if you don't prepare because then we get all the idea, if you don't put in a paper, not sort of implementing. But then because of the agenda where they come inside with, in the beginning, there was a very good plan for the country. But at a point, then change all them plan and they messed everything up. And once they don't mess everything up, now we see say nothing not to go on. Nothing not to go on. All things all the done, like soak fall or soak puss. All things all the done. In fact, the development now, it only turn soak puss, it tremble. It tremble because it wonder now outside for go. All of the things then. So now borrow more, but because they know so we not get time for read. Because they know say we not get time for the work, some of them document there, then they give we but look the man they go tell we the other they say in don't all inside waiting.
You uncle?
Yeah.
He say he don't do from A to Z, he even past Z. I don't know who's letter and now we want borrow for Z. Your uncle get not your game self, not syndicating it.
When they say zoot, in other words, nothing. You don't do all things.
Oh my God.
So this is not the thing. We before say now, even thing where they say the manifesto, where they promise we say that they do. Now that the line say we'll not be talking inside the manifesto. If you just want to do a normal out of in kind gesture. This is not the problem. They always they make we feel say na favor than they do we. How can you give us kind gesture? If you work for we, they say they give you kind gesture, they pay you. When months to you, salary in pass. Then they tell me say they give me kind gesture. When I work, it work. Because we don't even know self say now we employ the people here. Now interest no the tell and say they're not caretaker, not to by Miss Fitel. But we just get the right word. Because then they on we behalf and then they take care of them for we. Now we employ them. So we vote. Very important, eh? Now we employ them through we vote. But oh yeah, the people and fit say the politicians them any small way they give it now we then they do favor for them. We don't even know we value, we don't even know we worth as the people. That is why when they suppress we say self with fear. It can't be say now say the politician they say self now then they give themselves cipher. Because now all man the fear, brother.
Of course.
All man the fear. But anyway, I think we be just come briefly for talk about some few things there. And then we go come back. Oh, let's just tell us something. This Saturday we host Coppp. The Femi Claudius Cole. We host other people name, but I will use Femi as the flag, the key icon guest na the program. Femi and other people name. Basically, then they can talk about this audit report. So we the day no more for just listen to them. The opposition, because we find out say BBC do an interview or report, then talk to civil society, then talk to government, but they not talk to any opposition. When are the other voice way for make the report balance. When we stand in that, the report not been too bad, but just that side they now be missing. So we look forward for talk to the opposition, them let me see, because now they are the alternative now. That's what this other government, they tell them in there as opposition, they will then be alternative government. They give it all the ideas them, but when they can na fake it. So we can talk to Coppp na so yeah, they all we get them na the program. The Dennis, follow we all talk about things them where they happen inside. We as well try to forget other people them where we could get like a Zoom. So now like a global conversation where they get this Saturday, 9 p.m. the same time we can come this Saturday, where they come and talk to the Coppp for let we waiting themselves think. And at the same time, then they do something when like a fundraising, for see how best they able for put things them in place for the election. So then they come and talk about the statistics reports anyway. Oh, no, sorry. The audit report. Bible be server don't candle.
You know, see when me charge, I put small fail.
No, sorry. I think server don't candle. I don't know. Except if you want for stay longer, but I think we need for.
Well, I no need for. Like I just want for join you for tell people and say let everybody pass on the message for Saturday. We get prominent people and I are from the opposition. When a combination of people where we get for host Saturday, share the message, spread the message, so other person will join we for listen to a very important discussion we get for go on na the channel Saturday. If the flyer come out tomorrow with the share am, so you say go for share am.
If flyer they out, so we go share am now. They be done waiting with the share am. After this program, we share them and see what they happen.
So you go for share them, other people they come on board. Well. And you know me brother, you know trouble in Bele. You don't even pass 30. I know I make this grace and my brother. Never mind. Now the mamisa me into fumble as a big caretaker in one person. Me, my brother Kablai from the north, though I know well I manage. As long as he gets for do with my brother and I uncle, I will come effect and try my best for no push. Until we meet again tomorrow in another beautiful edition inside the same channel where we always sit down and call we yard. I always like for say tata, una all stay blessed. I love una all like the way I love myself.
Alright, we want to say sorry to people and we not be at one point in time they say we will get issue with the line. The mic, so we're very sorry about that. But still, you will not hit the like button yet, please do so. Thank you very much. We appreciate your likes, you share, you comment and all. We appreciate them so much. Well, until we meet again tomorrow in another edition of your program where we call We Are. My name is Pierre, the freedom fighter. Don't forget Saturday, we get Coppp, the team, for they come and talk to you about the audit report. Well, until we meet again, it's another blessed edition of a program we call, we had, God bless we all. God bless we country Sierra Leone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.